The ink that drew reality. There was a tiny second-hand bookstore, tucked between a coffee shop and a locksmith in a rainy town where the clouds always seemed to whisper secrets. The store was called the Reading Room, and it was run by a quiet man named Elias, who seemed to know things about you before you ever said a word. One gloomy Tuesday, a girl named Myra wandered into the shop to escape the rain. She wasn't looking for anything in particular, just shelter. But Elias, without a word, handed her a black leather-bound journal. "This one's free," he said, "but be careful what you write." Myra laughed politely and tucked the journal into her bag. Later that night, in her room lit only by a lava lamp and her cat's blinking eyes, she opened the journal. Every page was blank except for one sentence scribbled on the inside cover. "Write with truth, and truth will write back." Curious and half-bored, Myra wrote, "Today, I found a strange bookstore and met a man who looked like he'd stepped out of a story himself." The next morning, she returned to that street. The bookstore was gone. In its place, a wall of bricks, weathered and cracked like it had been there for decades. She flipped through the journal in shock. A new sentence had appeared in her own handwriting. The store vanished like smoke, but the man was still watching. Chilled, she looked up. Across the street, Elias stood in the shadows, smiling faintly beneath his hat. From that moment, every word she wrote came true. She tested it small things at first. "I find a $20 bill. Done. It stops raining. Boom, sunshine." But then she wrote, almost as a joke, "I wish I could meet someone who wasn't from this world." That night, she heard tapping on her window. A boy stood there barefoot, silver-eyed, and glowing faintly. "I read your words," he said, "and I came."